The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
Sacha, hi. Thank you very much for your time. It's always a pleasure to talk to you about Glovo and your personal endeavors here in Georgia.
Thanks.
It's been 5 years since Glovo entered the Georgian market. Let's talk about what stages did the company went through, how did it grow, and whatever's happened during the last 5 years in Georgia for Glovo.
Yeah, so Georgia was one of our earliest countries where we launched. Glovo is only 8 years old. As you know, we're launched in Spain, in Barcelona, and we grew very quickly. And we decided to invest in this region, and Georgia being one of the first countries in the region 5 years ago. And it's been a hugely successful market for us. We've grown consistently year on year. We had COVID in the middle, which obviously accelerated growth because a lot of people were staying at home and ordering more. But what it really changed as well is what we call Q-commerce, which is, in our business, is everything that's not restaurant food. That's groceries, specialist local stores, even going into fashion, medicines, etc. And what that COVID did is actually educate the market, make customers order that type of product that they'd never ordered before. And the first reaction is, wow, this works. It's quick, it's great service, and they've continued to do that. So that's our fastest part of the business growing now, and we call it multi-category. So our vision, is to give everyone easy access to anything in their city, and anything is the key here. So, our idea is when you know what you want, and Glovo's going to come and pick it up for more or less the same cost as me going across the city, taking my car, going through the traffic, and then getting in the queue and paying. Then why wouldn't you order Glovo if the service is great and the cost is pretty much the same?
As you mentioned during the media briefing, Glovo invested over 58 million euros in Georgia within the last 5 years and paid more than 12 million euros in state taxes. Could you please share some light into what areas of business did Glovo invest this pretty big amount of money?
So we invest a lot in the local ecosystem now. It's pretty clear we're part of the local cities where we operate. We operate in 12 cities in Georgia. So we invest a lot in the operations, so all our couriers, we have over 5,000 active couriers, and their income is very important, how much they earn, the amount of hours they work, so we invest a lot in that. There's been a lot of investment in that. Our team, our offices, our employees, our customer support center here, so we've got over 50 employees running the business here, and also we have a very large customer support and operations center with over 100 people. So we invest in local talent, local salaries, and then of course growth, marketing, not just marketing that we would do online and offline, but also we work actively with partners in marketing and joint marketing campaigns with local restaurants and stores. So there's a lot of that about investment in the local ecosystem that means that we're very part of the landscape here.
You just mentioned customer support service. Let me clarify. Do you mean that these people, 150 people, work from Georgia and work in Georgia, or they also cover different regions that are important for Glovo from Georgia?
No, they do cover some of the other regions, but generally the business is big here. So a lot of the support is done obviously in local language in Georgian, and to give a better local support. During
the media briefing, you also said that for Glovo, Georgia is a unique country because the way you do business here is different from, for example, how you do business in Barcelona or any other important markets for Glovo. Could you please explain what makes Georgian market unique for your company?
Because I think here is offering additional services that maybe are not something we would try in another country. So we've done a few initiatives here of payment services. We've done an agreement with one of the top banks, TBC. We've done joint campaigns together. So I think mainly the innovation here to test things out. Georgian society is very digital, very open to new things, and also there's an opportunity here as well for us to become one of the leading, I call it quick commerce, Q-commerce, because it's immediate commerce, so you get things in 30 minutes, but it's actually a big part of e-commerce. So we could become a big e-commerce player in Georgia.
So apart from Glovo, you are also a big part of the Georgian startup ecosystem. You've been for years now, do you remember, in JITA, assisting JITA develop Georgian startup ecosystem. Let me ask you, what is your personal involvement here, and have you invested maybe in a few Georgian startups?
So personally, yes, I've been part of the tech ecosystem here in Georgia for the last few years. I'm an active part of the JITA committee. I love seeing all these startups presenting great ideas, challenging them sometimes. Sometimes the business model, they have a great idea, but maybe the business model needs to be adjusted. I've invested in a few startups, but as a business angel personally, I've been investing for many years, but recently the last 3 or 4 years with Oscar, my partner and co-founder in Glovo. And yeah, the idea is to continue doing that. I love working with founders. We're setting up a small venture capital fund. It's small, as in 30 million euros for seed, pre-seed, mainly focused in Southern Europe and France, but we will be able to invest in other regions if there's great opportunities. So there's a possibility, of course, there's a great early startup in Georgia that we think can really grow beyond Georgia and into other markets. Then obviously it could be an opportunity.
Sacha, thank you very much for your time, for your interest. It's always a pleasure to talk to you about Glovo and your personal endeavors here in Georgia. We wish you good luck.
Thanks a lot.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.